So Vaughan, again, I'm surprised TD allowed him to drop this. I don't know why he says Kendrick got soldiers when Joey didn't diss Kendrick directly, and Kendrick also is not on TD anymore, so that doesn't make any sense. But like Daylight, he's from the West Coast. He's just defending his coast after somebody just for no reason. I'm getting distracted by the video. Just for no reason, just called out the West Coast. West Coast D-licking for no reason. Like there was no, I don't know what triggered it. I'm trying to think of an interview, a song, whatever. Like nobody from the West Coast was directly targeting the East Coast. They were just having their moment. Again, like I said in previous videos, Atlanta's had their moment. Chicago's had their moment. The Midwest, Detroit has had their moment. I still think Detroit is their big moment as far as like taking over the industry and being like a hub. Has still, still needs to come because they are very integral to what people are doing stylistically, especially on the West Coast. But that's neither here nor there. But the East Coast have had their moments countless times. The South has had their moments. Like why now when the West Coast is having another moment are we feeling insecure about that and wanting to call them out? It's weird. Unless he's seen something that I didn't. Maybe some people are disrespecting the East Coast and stuff like that, but you should have directly dissed those people and not just said the West Coast. Now you got everybody on your neck, including Daylight, who's a legend, and Vaughan, who's an up-and-coming guy, which is interesting. I'm surprised TD allowed him to do this, because I felt like for a long time TD wasn't allowing Kendrick to directly say people's names, to directly go at Drake, to directly go at certain people. But maybe that wasn't the case. That was just like a random theory I had. It was like maybe that's why the battle never took place, but maybe that was never the case. Maybe they were just, I don't know, on some other stuff. Kendrick just didn't want to, come out the gate at that point in his career. Or maybe he just didn't want to battle. Maybe he didn't feel like he was prepared to battle it, earlier on. I don't know. I don't really care. It's not about that right now. Vaughan, the TDs, they gave him a whole video. It's a music video. It's not a visualizer. I can't stand it. I can't stand the visualizer thing. Like everybody's just saying visualizer now, and they don't want to call something an official video. It's like when people call their albums mixtapes, even though they're not actually mixtapes. They're just full albums that they're not confident enough to call albums, so they call them mixtapes. This is a video. This is a music video. So yeah, I do think Joey's first initial song was better than Daylight's initial song. But to be fair, Daylight's is more of a warning than anything. He wasn't outright dissing Joey. He wasn't like breaking down his career like I know he can. He wasn't just breaking down Joey. He will do that if it continues. Not saying Joey can't come back from that, but he will do it. This is risky. And the reason why I'm surprised TD is allowing him to do this is because he's a young guy. If he gets smoked, this could be it for his career. But if he smokes Joey, this is like WWE like putting over. This is like, I wouldn't say Joey Bada, like John Cena, but he's like beating Daniel Bryan, like out the gate. It's a big look. So, but you got to put your money where your mouth is. Why does it? I hate that. I cannot stand that YouTube does it. I wonder how aggressive this is going to be, and what he knows about Joey's music to even dissect that. That's what instrumental is that? Is that that's the Heart Part 6, Kendrick's version of Heart Part 6. I'm just gonna listen to it. It's a cheat code in battle rap to just pick beats that are already pre-established fire. That is why. So it's kind of a cheat code instead of not coming up, but like getting beats that are new. Just honestly, it's a cheat code. Just pick beats that are fire. Just get on the ether beat. Like you already are set, like Sheether with Remy Ma. It's already pre-established. It smoked somebody. Just do it again. All you got to do is do it justice, which is hard. Don't get me wrong. That is, now the bar is already set. Now you got to do it justice, which is difficult. But now, again, with that being said, the Heart Part 6, I love that song. I was just listening to it yesterday. I love both Heart Part, Drake's version too. I think they're both fire, but obviously the one with this beat. So now you got a lot to live up to.
Look, courage First come from niggas who minds in the middle with nowhere. It's monsters where I'm from, you stuck if you trying to go there. Uncle was a crackhead, cocaine on his nose hairs, getting high with the low fares. No Jordans, just pro cares. What's with the sneak diss and taking shots at us, then hide the Uzi? Cause the only badass the world was recognizing is boozy. Please don't get confused with shooting the movies we're really shooting. What's on Soul Out?
The first bar, that was pretty that was weak. Joey's music is, I think, is more revered than Boosie's, and I have no issue with Boosie. But if we're talking like album per album, it's like when what's his name came out and said was dissing Nas and said Jay-Z beat you in the battle. He said Jay-Z beat Nas. Now we're just lying. Like, it is not hitting. It's not hitting when you lie. When it's that blatant. Lies are always going to be in battle rap.
Just pro cares. What's with the sneak diss and taking shots at us, then hide the Uzi? Cause the only badass the world was recognizing is Boozy.
And he didn't hide the Uzi. Like, hiding the Uzi would be like, maybe if this came out like months after and Joey never said anything, but like, no, this just happened like 9 days ago. This wasn't. So first few lines, I'm iffy on.
What's with the sneak diss and taking shots at us, then hide the Uzi? Cause the only badass the world was recognizing is Boozy. Please don't get confused with shooting the movies we're really shooting. What's on Soul Album? So if you ask me, you look like a goofy. I hope this.
I hear him, and I said the same thing in the Joey Badass, the video he dropped. I said the exact same thing. You were just on. I forgot he was on Herbert. That's what it was. I didn't even think about that. But I was saying that Westside Boogie, you just did a single with him. Like, I'm not understanding. You're cool with all these people. Why are you, like, I don't know. It just feels odd to me. Like, I'm cool with a bunch of people from the West Coast. They're having their moment. Soul just dropped an album. Like, it's a beautiful thing going on. Westside Boogie should be dropping an album. I don't know what's going on with Shady Records. But anyway, that's pissing me off. During this whole bubbling thing, Westside Boogie should be dropping an album. If not for anything, he's incredibly talented. But like, I'm just not understanding. Like, if I have a bunch of homies in Connecticut and I see Connecticut having this big movement, I'm gonna be proud of that. I'm gonna be like supporting them, hopping on songs with them. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, and it's clearly not making sense to Vaughan either. And that's a very good angle to go at. Confuse a shooting movies with actually shooting. It wasn't a bar. That's where it just wasn't a bar. I mean, I hear what he's saying, the wordplay there, shooting movies, shooting, that I feel like you could work, like if you spent more time with that line, you could make that more clever. But it was all right.
Uzi, cause the only badass
taking
the
shots, shooting.
Recognizing is Boozy. Please don't get confused with shooting the movies we're really shooting. What's on Soul Album? So if you ask me, you look like a goofy. I hope this message reaches you well. And Tori, you should be ashamed of yourself. Cause DDG needed to sell. You did a verse from a sale, for you went to jail in a booth. Me and you was Keenan and Kale. Stranger things happen on the mic when niggas beef over L's. Don't think you shot out. That
sounds like a bar. I just never watched Stranger Things, so I have no reference. That doesn't do anything for me, but that sounds like something. He's addressing Tory, DDG again. I don't know. I'm out the loop as far as what Tory has going on. I think Tory said Drake beat Kendrick, which, I mean, if we're going my opinion, bar for bar, he performed better. Kendrick obviously had better angles and things like that. Also, a criticism of Drake that I talked about recently was Drake was going at too many people, which I think probably hurt him. And if that's like your argument for why he lost, like, oh, he's going, his best bars are about Rick Ross or about somebody else, that I understand, and that's a legitimate criticism. It's not my criticism. I don't agree. I think it's cool personally, but you know, it's a legitimate criticism. But yeah, Tory just said he won. So
you should be ashamed of yourself, cause DDG needed to sell. You did a verse from a sale, for you went to jail in a booth.
Anything by DDG.
Keenan and Kale. Stranger things happen on the mic when niggas beef over L's. Don't think you shot her. I was praying for your freedom as well. You loyal to rappers in your early days, you beef with as well. If ain't no friendlies in a six, then we gon' blick you as well. Shoulda did 60 days in for a podcast. I treat Mar like orders from Timu. You'll get boxed bad when it seemed like everyone hates.
It wasn't set up well. You'll get boxed back. Yeah. It was too quick. It needed a better setup. The rhyming needed to be better, but the gist was there. It's like the punchline, the idea of a punchline was there. It's like a good joke. Like a comedian can have like a good joke ready, but you have to deliver it well. The delivery wasn't great on that, like Timu.
It box bad when it seemed like everyone hate us. How can we not crash? The pop out did something for niggas who don't got dads. Watch us make the stock crash. Kids play with cap guns. Last year was Act 1. I'm so that nigga. Black gums, I came for chicken. Flash drums, this TikTok crash out slang is not the right one. Our crash outs is doing shit you can never come back from. Speaking on the land and it's a quiet place. Marathon, my soundtrack to life. We in a giant race. My hustle be for rappers.
Again, I don't know if A Quiet Place, that was a reference to A Quiet Place. I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't be watching movies and TV and stuff like that. I don't know.
In a giant race, my hustle be for rappers, client base, pray they don't violate. I'm trying to make it home to my daughters with my hustle be for rappers, client base, pray they don't violate. I'm trying
that was typed like Nipsey. Oh, Marathon. Okay, Marathon Nipsey.
Speaking on the land and it's a quiet place.
So just,
Marathon, my soundtrack to life. We in a giant race. My hustle be for rappers, client base, pray they don't violate.
The wordplay wasn't as connected to justify typing it out as hustle like Nipsey Hussle. It just wasn't connected enough. I don't know. That it's kind of a reach.
I'm trying to make it home to my daughters with my entire face. Ozempic claims on the block the way we losing the weight. Dissing my
No, see, like, again, it's like I hear what you're saying. Ozempic, we losing
block the way we losing the weight. Dissing my sign, leave you can shine. You're blue in the face.
that wasn't it. I like the blue face line though.
My entire face. Ozempic claims on the block the way we losing the weight. Dissing my sign, leave you can shine. You're blue in the face. Y'all cheesy as fuck. Charcuterie base. The unit.
Yuck. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. No. This is how I listen to battle rap, by the way. This is like I'm going line by line. This is how you listen to battle rap. It's not the same as just listening to a song and zoning out. No. That's the problem with you and this Kendrick Drake thing. That's what made me so mad, because y'all not actually listening to the lines. I watch battle rap for real. I'm paying attention to the lines. I'm counting each line as like a point. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually thinking about this stuff. Charcuterie based, like that was trash. Oh my god. I'm unbiased. I don't know much about Vaughan at all. So I have no reason to be mad at him or anything like that. I don't know bias at all. That was bad. That was horrible.
Fuck charcuterie base, the unity fake. This not an ad, but AD know the community straight. I'm back on Fig, I'm getting in shape. Been losing my mind, it's not where it was initially placed. Tomorrow won't be in the same place I am as today. The West Coast, the best coast. Now get the fuck out my. They ain't got it like us.
Okay, so now you're making it. See, that's why I like this isn't even a criticism of the line. It's just he's making it a West Coast, East Coast thing. Unnecessarily, I don't like that. Well, I think Joey did initially, but now he's kind of supporting it and egging it on by saying, no, we're the best coast. Like, no, don't do all that. That's why I like the angle Daylight took, which was, I'm cool with a ton of people on the East Coast. It's not that, but I will come after you. You know what I mean? That was better.
We whooping feet and applying pressure. Point is that we been at they neck. Go get them diamond testers. Taking off fades off the back. Don't make me call for extra. That's why we always going off like black people smoke detectors. We raised Pac, Dre, and Nip. That's a heavenly trinity. And all we had was DJ Head to back us in the industry. They talking reckless. That's a death wish signed in blood. Bitch, this LA County, we baptized goofies in the mud. We really
I like that a lot. That whole little, I wouldn't call it an angle, but that little storytelling he did there, like for a short amount of time, I really like that. I wish that was like more of the entire song, honestly.
Trinity, and all we had was smoke detectors. We raised Pac, Dre, and Nip. That's a heavenly trinity. And all we had was DJ Head to back us in the industry. They talking reckless. That's a death wish signed in blood. Bitch, this LA County, we baptized goofies in the mud. We really won't smoke with them niggas from the west side. We aliens on X-Files. You name the price, we best buy. Peasants don't contest guys. That shit that we can't let fly. On the dead homies, we'll turn them out to some dead guys. Man, fuck being buddy-buddy with niggas dissing in public, but see us in private and try to act like a distant cousin. We ain't doing no budging, we ain't dapping and hugging, and if we gotta stand alone, we gon' stand alone like a plug-in. I love it, and all the distance we've been getting from y'all just double it. As long as we got mustard, then we gon' keep moving upward. Real talk, all these King Arthurs to me looking like busters. When y'all had y'all 10 minutes of fame, we ain't say nothing. When it put Giuseppe's on for...
No, again, it's the we against y'all. Like, no, this is just Joey. That's a bad angle to take. He was rapping a lot here, but there weren't a lot of punchlines or anything. He was rapping a lot. I'm not liking that angle. Also, this doesn't make any 10 minutes of fame. New York started hip hop. That doesn't even make any sense.
Cloud chasing, it's outrageous. Just go and make them hits that you not making without hating. Drag rates, check the chase account to see my stocks raising. Don't check in when you pass the 10. That get
Okay, no, we're not doing raising bars, bro. No.
you outdated. How we rates, check the chase account to see my stocks raising. Don't check in when you pass the 10. That get you outdated. How we ain't like that. We influence everything. Y'all niggas move out to LA just to get put on by gangs. If you don't like the way we pop,
it's very true.
it then stop picking up our slang. At least the homie was direct when he was mentioning y'all names. That's how you really crash out. And it's a part of
Kendrick wasn't dissing anybody from New York.
our heritage, renter center lifestyle. So if I pull up, I'm airing shit. Felt compelled to and it's a part of our heritage, renter center lifestyle. So if I pull up, I'm airing shit.
Like Aaron Rodgers or something. I don't know. Look, like I said, I don't be watching movies, TV, none of that. So I'm assuming that's a sports reference, rent-a-center lifestyle. Pulling Aaron. I don't know. Does he do rent-a-center commercials or something? I don't know.
Shit, felt compelled to speak up since y'all been looking for charity. Now y'all do what y'all gonna do, but just don't speak on my area, nigga. Cause y'all not willing to take it as far as we gonna take it, I swear for God.
Is that car huge or is he just short? Like, I don't know how big that car is, but like, he's barely over the hood. Jesus, that car looks giant.
As we gonna take it, I swear for God. I mean, look at the evidence. I got love for every region, but the smart thing to do is to stay the fuck away from mine.
All right, I don't care about the talking. That's what Rick Ross was doing at the end of his diss record, and people got caught up more at the talking than the actual bar. So I don't care about that. I'm not about to do all. Yeah, that's not happening over here. I'm actually, and I'm this. Yeah, I can't stand these videos. It's like, oh my God, everything is fire because they want to gas it. No, it was cool. Joey can handle this. This isn't what I'm worried about. Smoke detector wasn't. No, it wasn't. It just wasn't. Dave East just did a whole song on the Arab music collab album where there's a smoke detector going off in the background to add some like ambience, I guess. But like that's not. No, it wasn't. It wasn't crazy. Like, it wasn't crazy. Like, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and gas things up. This was cool at best. It was fine. Joey's, it wasn't directly towards Vaughan. That's it. But the thing is, Joey has a whole career you can go after. He has an acting career. Like, he's talking about shooting movies. Like, there's lines you can make out of his career. If he chooses to go at Vaughan. Again, I think Daylight is the more. Well, I don't think Daylight is the more formidable opponent. That would be the more respectable choice for Joey to go at. But at the same time, if this goes unchecked by Joey, I do like it. Just for the sake of competition, I do like it. Never mind. I'm indifferent. It was fine. There was a lot of bad lines in there. There's some good ones. We're going to see how Joey can perform in a battle rap setting. Because, like, first of all, this was quick. So, I am giving him some slack. I'm not judging his entire personality. Actually, no, yeah, I'll give him that leg back. I'm not judging his entire personality and discography based on this song. This was quick, which is respectable. I respect taking your time and dropping something better, but it was quick. And then also, the way you perform in battle rap is not how you perform typically in music. It is a completely different skill set. So that's why not all great lyricists are great battle rappers. You can be a fantastic lyricist and not be able to battle to save your life. So it's a completely different skill set. But then also, somebody like me who actually cares about this type of stuff, I am going to be looking at the bars a lot more meticulously. Whereas someone else may not care about that y'all cheesy charcuterie, may not care about a line like that. To me, that's doing damage and not in the direction he wants it to. That's friendly fire. That was not a good line. But like I'm not going to expect that type of stuff from his normal music, because now his brain is operating in a different way. He's trying to target somebody. It's just different. It's a different feeling. It's a different sport in general. History has shown just because you're a great lyricist does not mean you're a great battle rapper. So I'm not going to judge the entire discography based on this, even though I thought this was like really just average. I don't know. So if I'm Joey, Daylight is the main target. Maybe drop some Vaughan lines, some clever lines here and there, and keep it pushing. But they got to be fire. You got to handle it like the way Drake did Rick Ross. Drake smoked everybody. He didn't smoke Kendrick, but he smoked ASAP, Rick Ross, when he said when he rebutted the A minor thing, talking about A minor, you better B sharp, C minor, I'll leave, whatever. You know that line where he says, I'll make Rick Ross air be like that one flight from Malaysia, yada, yada, yada. Like he smoked Rick Ross. Something like that. Just dismiss him and move on to Daylight, who is a bigger target. And all his focus needs to be on Daylight. Honestly, that might be a bad idea. Because you take your focus off Daylight, that's not going to be a good look. Or not, I don't mean a good look, but it's not going to be good. You need 100% attention on Daylight. So maybe he handles Vaughan, because I do think Joey can handle Vaughan. And then he goes after Daylight. But it needs to be, yeah, that's probably the best option. But at the same time, people are going to be firing at you. You know what I mean? During that whole thing. And then so like if somebody else pops out, then what? Then do you switch targets from Daylight? Do you just forget about Daylight? I don't know. Or maybe you just don't go after Daylight, because Daylight wasn't as direct. I'm getting annoyed looking at these thumbnails. It was not soup. It wasn't fire, bro. It wasn't fire. It's exciting. It wasn't fire. Maybe you just ignore Daylights just because Daylights wasn't a direct diss, right? Until Daylight drops something more direct, more aggressive. Daylights is more of a warning, which leave it alone. Like, leave it alone. Maybe just focus on Vaughan, handle Vaughan, and then drop your album. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm Joey. Yeah. That was probably the move. Because I wouldn't say that would prove your point, because I don't agree with the angle Joey's coming at. And I think Joey is fighting an uphill battle, because right now he just looks like a hater. So people are going to say Joey's losing regardless, even though Joey's song is better than this. Again, there's a cheat code using a beat that's already fire, to be fair. But Joey's just fire. But he already looks like a hater, so he's fighting an uphill battle as far as fans on the internet are just gonna say whatever comes from the West Coast is just gonna be, oh, let's just smoked him. Like, no, Daylight didn't smoke him. Daylight can smoke that record, but he didn't. He chose not to. It was a choice. It was obviously a choice. It was a setup saying, hey, I'm cool with the West Coast or East Coast. I love the East Coast, yada yada yada, but chill out. You know what I mean? This was more direct, and I think Joey's was better than this. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens from here. I don't know. Tell me what you think.